What's going on, guys? Bruce here at Bullish Currency, back at you with another Truebit update, guys. Before we get into the good news, the bad news, everything that we typically look at when it comes to these quick analysis videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you never know which Truebit updates can be a huge help at the right time. And as always, guys, everything we share here is only for entertainment and education, not for financial purposes. But you may do what you wish, guys. At the end of the day, just make sure you do your due diligence. Be careful out there in these crazy crypto spaces, but definitely there are profits to be made. So without further ado, let's just get right into it, guys. So this is what I see for Truebit. Honestly, not much going on since the last video. Is not much in general. I mean, we are still just kind of bearish. We did see a temporary bullish spike that wasn't too exciting, and we'll get into the chart analysis here in a minute. But we like to take a look at CoinMarketCap just to take a look at the volume in 24 hours. As you can see, it's just really negative 8%. Nothing crazy, no crazy numbers here, nothing to be excited or scared about here. And then we take a look at the holders as always, because there's no news going on right now with Truebit. But as you can see, when it comes to holders, we did take a little bit of a drop. But overall, number-wise, as far as how many holders it dropped by, really isn't that much. So Truebit is not something that has a big community yet at all. So there's so much more room for growth. If you look at what this coin, the potential it has, based on what it is, and where we're at with the holders. Imagine when we get up to the 250,000 mark like Kishu, or the million mark beyond like Shiba. So much more can happen with this coin. There's a lot more space for big growth, and everything else, a lot of numbers, everything that I normally would look at, even diving in deep, also looks good with the project overall. So I'm still, pro Truebit. I'm still bullish with it. It's just not anything exciting going on right now. That's pretty much it. We did have that temporary bullish spike that we just talked about earlier. As you can see, we broke through this key level here. Down here we have beautiful patterns. Is where we decided to take this project serious. It was actually somewhere down here. And because we saw some patterns right here actually that told us it's time to get into this project serious. And you can see it went on its bull run after consolidating a little bit. It finally broke through, made some significant gains. And as you can see, it really rejected with long wicks up here at this area multiple times before a big drop. And then it formed the head and shoulders pattern like we were just talking about Bitcoin, formed the head and shoulders pattern, and then continued to drop, which makes sense when it comes to the head and shoulders pattern. Because it did eventually break the neckline with this candle. And yes, it temporarily turned back a little bit and dropped and turned back and dropped and turned back. It ultimately did continue to drop. And the reason why I didn't get too excited with this last little bullish spike is because if you look at how the daily candle closed 2 candles ago with that long wick, it showed me that it just basically couldn't hold up there. And then when you saw the next candle close as a small bear, you kind of got an idea who's taking control. And that's why we're bearish right now on this daily candle currently. So I think what's going to happen is it's just going to retest the same level it just bounced off of, maybe even break lower, maybe even come back down to 28 cents, maybe even come back down to 22 cents. Very, very huge possibility, because this is a strong level that it could easily come back to, where it was very, strong here, comfortable here, stable here. You can come back down to that price range. Of course, that's not what we want at all. But we have to kind of just deal with whatever the market does, because the market's going to do what it wants to do when it wants to do, no matter what. Right? We just kind of do our best to go with it. So on a 12-hour time frame, you can see we're just clearly bearish right now. Clearly going to go retest that lower level again, guys. So if I was day trading this, I'm pretty sure this is going to continue to come all the way back down. I wouldn't be looking to get in right now in any trade, but it's very obvious it's bearish right now. And on the hourly, we had beautiful, confirmations down here telling us that we were going to go bullish. And as you can see, we had this big temporary bullish spike that, if I was looking at the 1 hour time frame, I would have been excited after seeing this. Really excited. But it's crazy how after this happened, it still ended up coming back and dropping. But it did give us a pattern right here, and told us that it was going to start to slow down. And that's what happened. It gave us a bearish pattern right there, and it dropped. It's been dropping since. This last candle actually broke structure here, and actually is looking like it's going to retest this structure, this level here to the left, maybe even down here. and then who knows from there. So we're looking bearish right now, but I wouldn't be surprised at the same time if this stops somewhere where it is right now and then starts to push back up right there from where it's at. I wouldn't be surprised, but based on what I see, guys, I'm pretty sure this is going to drop back down to retest these lower levels. So nothing to be excited about right now. To be honest, just gonna be honest. There's not much to be excited about. There's not much news going on. Got a little temporary bullish spike that really didn't do much, failed, and then we're immediately back to being bearish. That's telling me we're probably going to retest here and maybe make another low to come back down to these previous levels here, and then at least we know the last time we were ranging in this price down here, we made some significant leaps. And that could actually happen again, which were easy 4x moves, 3x moves, 2x moves from down there. So not the end of the world, guys. If you got in early, if you were informed about this project down in the bottom, then you're straight still. But if you saw this pattern, if you saw the other patterns in between, you would have known to take some bag, as always. So I'm still long-term bullish with this project, guys, just because I think it's a matter of time before it goes big mainstream. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated as much as I can. If you guys know anything, because trust me, there's so much to know, and there's so many coins I'm investing in that I haven't even made videos on that, I haven't even been able to. So been literally just swamped. But if you guys know something because your due diligence and because your research on Truebit or anything,